Some ifs, and then we talked about what's the other subjects we talked about? Pivot table. It seems like a little bit. It does sound very intimidating, but hopefully, did you guys have a grasp of the pivot table last time? So we're still gonna go. We're gonna take a look at it actually for next time, and then we might go a little bit advanced. My main point for this class is gonna be for the database and for the data analysis. It's gonna be mostly the intermediate level. It's gonna be all about data analysis. It's gonna be about tables, about some formulas, about VLOOKUP. It's gonna be about inserting the tables, and of course some advanced formula and the pivot table. Pivot table might take spend quite some time on it, just because it's the pivot of the data analysis, and hopefully one of you guys can follow this path, because I'm following the finance and the data analytics. So it's a really good field. So let's start here. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about here is just the data format. So the what I want.
Which program was it? The Slane?
Just go to the Excel. Excel is fun.
Okay.
Start Slaying Dragon.
Okay.
Okay. So for we're just gonna take a look at column E here. So Simo earlier was asking to make this a little bit bigger. So let me. Okay. So I think for the people who took the class with me on the first the introduction, the first thing, let's say for example we want to format the column E to show currency. So I'm a very fan of keyboard shortcuts. It was Control 1. I think now Al Qadar say just do Command 1. So we're gonna select. Oops. We're gonna select the whole column E, and then we're gonna do Command 1, and then we're gonna go to currency, right? Okay, and then we're gonna pick. Let's keep 2 decimal place there, and then we're gonna put the numbers here. So what I want to show you when it comes to the format, let's just put it in the middle. Okay, so what I want to show you here, see how this number here, it shows like the facade. It shows like you have a dollar sign, it has this comma. So you think that this is all what that cell has. But if you look at the function here, so the Excel, there is an embedded number there. It's just a number, which is 1179.63. So whatever you see in the cell is not actually the actual number. So it could have a format, it could have all kind of formatting there. Okay, so this is, I just want to say very quickly this about the format. So although you see those sometimes like you have dollar sign and all these things, you think that this is exactly the number. And then also what I want you to do right now, click the whole cell and then go to home, and then just try to take off those, do Control 1 or Command 1, okay, and let's just take off those decimal places to 0. Okay, so what it does some rounding here, so now you don't see any decimal numbers. So again, if you want to see the real number embedded into each cell, it's not 1180. It's 11. So you go to the function tab here, and then you got to see the real number. So this is very important in Excel. So although you get to see some numbers here with all these format, but the real embedded number is gonna be under the function right here. So this is just for the numbers. Now we're gonna go to the to this. I want you to go here. Come here. Let's make this big, to the tab that say decimals, and then let's work on that table now very quickly. So give me 1 second here. Let me make this big. I want you to type the same numbers that you have here. Type them here. Okay. So let's do that. 10, 2, 10, 6, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna pick on you, Hafid, since you were in the first introductory class, introduction to Excel. I want you to give me a formula. What is the easy way for me to sum all these here under A9? What should I do here? If I want to do the formula, what's the golden rule? What should I start with? Equal. Good. Sum. Sum of what? I want the range between 2 and 8. So should I type 10 to 10?
No, just I select.
So, good job. So I just select from here until here, and then I do equal. So I want everybody to do the same thing here. And then, Mohammed, can you tell me the other way to do it for column C? If I want to get the sum.
Select the 41 and drag it down?
No, there's another way, easy way. Because if I select and drag it here, I'm going to have some numbers here. So, Khalid, auto sum. Okay, we can just select the auto sum. So you just select where you want to have the formula, go to auto sum, and then there is the arrow here. You can click here if you want to see average count, but I think it's defaulted to the sum. So I'm going to put the sum here and then enter. Uh-oh. I put the same numbers here. I have 41 here and I have 40. Can someone tell me why I have this problem here? Why those are the same numbers?
Because you have decimals.
Decimals in the other one.
Excellent. So how can I tell that I have decimals here?
Just some.
So if I select here, see how this guy here, it shows 10, it's 12, it's 10, 2, 5, 5. And then here, this is not 2, it's 2, 3, 5, 9. So the best way to do it, to see the real numbers, you select all these guys right here. Do Control tilde. See, once you do Control tilde, it gives you the basic number of what you have on the facade. So here you can see on column 9, although it says 41, but it's a formula, and that shows you the formula right here. This is actually very good for you if you want. And then here, of course, once you do the shift tilde, it gives you like where the formula is set. And see how here now here we have like 10, 2, 5, 5, and here we have 10. Did everybody get that? Let's change this. So Control tilde. So if you do Control tilde, see how here, although it says 10, but the embedded number, it's not 10, it's 10.255, and so those we were around in this those numbers. That's why it does look like it's same as 10 too. So always make sure you know like the real number, and then the best way to do it is just to go to that function, and that would give you do shift tilde. So also what I was talking about, the Control tilde would help you also if you want to, for example, delete sometimes you need to clear the content of the cell. This is the best way to say, okay, I need to leave this alone, for example A9, because it contains a formula, so I can't touch it. So then you can just come here and clear all those things right here. You can delete, and then you know that you didn't touch the formula, because sometimes, like last time when we work on the SUMIFs, you can spend a lot of time to come up with the right formula. So if someone just come and delete that, you could be like a little bit, you won't be happy about it. So this is a really good way for you. Control tilde does help you know where the formula is sitting and all that stuff. So I'm just going to Control Z, and then we're going to go back now to the dates. Okay, so you can do Control tilde.
I have a quick question.
Sure.
When you do equal sum, you always have to put the parentheses?
Yes.
And just, okay.
Yeah, always have to do. But what Khalid, the function here, it's you don't even need to put any You don't even need to put equal. Excel is smart enough to know that that you want to get, yeah. So let's say, for example, I want to get the max here. I want to know what's the maximum here. So what is the best way to do that? Equals max, or if I don't want to put any equal or anything. So I just go to this arrow. See how it hits this arrow right here? This arrow has like all kind of formula here. So I pick the max, and Excel is smart enough to just make sure the golden rules again. Select first and then go look for what you're looking for. So if I want to get the max, boom, voila, I get here 10 is the max. If I want to get the average, same thing, and then I get the average right here, and then I get that's the average for all these. So I'm gonna keep return it back to the sum, and that's it. So now we're gonna move on to the date. The date is very, very important. So if I want to enter the date, just a manual entry to the date. There are many ways you can enter the date. So so you can say, let's say for example today's date. So it's then you do today's date is the 5th, and then you do 2016. Or you can do the dash too. So you can do. I like to do it because when you go to the format, Excel picks the slash, the slash instead of the dash. But you could use that too. So you could say 03, 05, 2016. Okay. So I'm gonna pick like some dates. So I want to put here, for example, I want everybody to type 0101 slash 1900. Okay. First of all, I want everyone to select the whole column B, and then do Control 1, and then let's select date. Okay. And let's pick the format that has, we saw that actually last time. I want you to select the one by the end where it shows the whole year, which is the whole year, just like that. So you got to see 1900. Did you get it? So you got it? You got 1900? To show. So okay, so and I want you to do 1900 here, 1900. Okay, and let's do, for example, January 1st. Let's do 2010. And today's date. Another shortcut for today's date is Control semicolon. So I want everybody to do Control semicolon on the third time. So this one here would be today's date. I had to go through this because it's very important for us to know the format for every single type of data. It's going to be very helpful in the future, but we have to spend some time to know those things. Okay, so now, these dates here, if you take a look at them, so now let's what we want to do, select the whole column B, and then go. So here, see here how you have this comma under home. You have a comma here. I want you to select that one. Now the January 1st 1900 is showing as 1. So here is the thing. So in Excel, it's historically, I think, based on the loan or whatever, they think like January 1st, digitally, historically talking, January 1st, 1900 is 1 in Excel. Here we had like today's date is 42,000, so there is 42,434 days after those, after January 1st, 1900. So although here you see 42,000, this is a date here, just because the format here is showing like this way. But once we gonna go back again and do the Control 1 and change it to date, then you're gonna get the date here. So this is a very important information for you to know, because it's gonna help you once you start doing, for example, your calculation, if you're working on loans or mortgages, if you want to know the maturity date or the pricing and all that stuff, this information is going to be very, very important. Because let's say, for example, we have a, let's take this example here. So we have a loan that is issued in, I hate that, in, I don't even know which year is that. I think it's 2010. So here, for example, we have a loan issues in January 1st, 2010. The term is 45 days. So the maturity date, so here you just do the addition. A lot of people get confused. So for example, it's just, here is just a formula as it's shown here. So it's just plus this plus the 45 days here. So if I want to know, for example, let's say my birthday is August 20th, 2000, what 2000? 1972. So so if I want to know how many days I have, okay, so let's put let's create a formula here. So for example, your birthday. So here you're gonna put, everyone puts his birthday there. So let's say mine is August 20th, 1972. So if I want to know how many days I have to wait for my birthday. So the formula that. So let's take a look at Muhsin at this example so that you get to. So today's date is March 5th, 2016, and my birthday is on August 20th, 72. So let's say, for example, on this year here, so I want to see on this year, so this year, so my birthday is going to be on August 20, 2016. So if I want to know how many days I have left before I get to my birthday. So you always, when you work with dates, you go to the highest date, which is this year, so which is gonna be August 20th, 2016, and then I'm gonna minus today's date. As easy as it is, it sounds like it's very hard, very difficult. So if I have this number here, this is a number. The only thing, it shows like a date because I have a date. The only thing that I need to know which date here is just to go to the home and go to this comma here, and it gives me, so I know it's 168 date. So actually working with the date is very important. A lot of people get confused just by knowing like when the maturity date, when is the due date, and all that stuff. So this gives you an idea about. Okay. So let's say, for example, based on today's date, we're gonna put today's date here. Today's date. And what's the shortcut for it? Control semicolon. Okay. People with short memories. I know I don't have good short memory, but control semicolon. So can someone tell me how this? Let's say, for example, the maturity date, or let's call maturity date. Let's change the maturity and put due date. Okay. So the due date. So can someone tell me how long this loan was? How delinquent is? How many days this loan is delinquent? So delinquency, days delinquent. How many days? Okay, I want you to put the formula there. Oops. Oh, okay, hold on. I'm sorry. Do 2016. Let's do 2016 for the due date. Well, actually, on the loan issue date, do January 1st, 2016. On the loan issue date. Okay. So it's Hajar, how many did you get? 19 days. Did you guys, I want you all to verify the formula and make sure you got 19. So on the loan issue date, put January 1st, 2016, and then the due date is just a calculation. Now we're gonna jump to the time. Time is even more important because in my case at work, we watch the time, for example, very closely for our call center. We need to know what is the average that the call center people keep customer on hold. Is it like 1 hour? Is it like 15 minutes? Is it 5 minutes? Is a little bit high. They have to be like very. That's why they have to do like those skill sets. Every call should go to certain people who are more likely to answer their question very quickly. So I like your the way that those questions are very important, because once you want to learn, for example, Excel, you want to know how you're gonna use this data. How it's very important for you to know. That way you get to say, okay, I can use this if I'm working on this field or something like that. Right, so I want you guys to pay very, very close attention, because a lot of people don't know about time. Time is very, very tricky. So let's say, for example, I want to enter now. Now I want to do now. Now it's 7:45, right? So command semicolon? No. Command shift semicolon.
So control shift.
Huh?
Control shift.
For you, control shift semicolon. For you, just command semicolon. Oh, I was pushing control. Let's see, command semicolon. Okay, excellent, good. So you can do command semicolon. But let's say, for example, I don't want to put. I want to put. Can someone put, for example, 9 o'clock p.m. So 9. So you put 9, and then you put colon, and then you put 00, and then p.m. You don't need to put caps, or the Excel knows that you want to talk. So can you put 9 a.m.? 9 a.m. So you just put time and 9 a.m. So for you to Excel is smart enough. If you want to enter the date, once you put the slash, he knows that you're talking about time, about date. If you put column, Excel is smart enough to know that you're talking about time. Okay? All right. So now we're gonna see here how we have time in 6 a.m. and time out 4:30 p.m. Okay? So we wanna know here proportion of day worked. So what would be the formula here? Equal. So
4:30 minutes. No, wait.
4:30, yeah, that's correct. So I'm just gonna select 4:30,
Okay.
and then what? Minus 6 a.m. Excellent. So enter. Look what I got here.
Then you have to do the little comma.
Nice try. Nice try. I like that. Let's do the comma here. So it gives you 0.44.
Yeah.
So once you work with time and you do like 0.44, it gives you a portion of the day. A portion, huh? So it gives you the portion of the day. So for us to know what is the time that was spent between those, we need to time it by for 24. So we need to time, just put this as a formula. So we need to time by 24. So it's 0.44 of the day, a portion of the day. So for us to know what's that portion is just to time it by 24. So if we do by 24 times 24, and then this guy worked 10 hours and 50. So this one, huh?
It's
always give us a percentage of the day.
It will always, whenever you take like 2 times, like this guy start his day at 6 a.m. and then he leaves around, or she around 4:30. So Nidia gave us the right formula, which is the latest time minus the earliest time, and then we got 0.44. Once you work with time, remember that whatever result you get is a portion of 1 day. So for you to know that portion, you need to time it by 24.
So like 44% of the day.
Of the day, exactly. Yes. So just remember that as a formula. I mean, it's, and I don't even need. I always remember when on our introductory class, we always ask you to use a reference, cell reference. Here, I don't have to use a cell reference because I know there is 24 hours a day. It's not gonna change. Again, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna take this 24 so I don't confuse you here. So here it says proportion of the day worked, which is 44% of 24 hours. And here the hours worked would be equal. Then I referenced this times 24. Yeah, this guy. If this guy is working, for example, this guy is working 5 days like everybody, 5 days, 5 days a week. So I know for 5 days. So if this is a fixed schedule, so it would be just this 10 hours times 5 days, and then you just do the select. So this guy is gonna be working 52. So he's gonna get this guy is gonna get 12 hour and a half overtime.
Is that 0.5 half or 15 minutes?
Which one?
10.5 or 52.5, whatever.
1050?
Yeah, 1050.
Good question.
Half an hour.
This is like 10 hours and 30 minutes and half hour. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Not 15 minutes.
No, 50,
Not 15 minutes. Because once you time it by 24, then you get like if it's a half, it's a half.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? Don't. I wanna show you here that we time it by 24 because we need to get this would give you only the portion of the day. If I delete that right here, I'm gonna delete this cell here. Hold. So what I'm gonna do? Okay. So if I wanna know how many hours this guy works, so can someone tell me the whole formula? Equals, okay.
B2 minus
V2 minus,
B1
and then this
24.
huh?
times 20.
Times 24. So and you know the what do you call that, the rule for the operation rule. So you have to do parentheses first before you time it by 24. So and then times 24. And then 10 and a half. Now we're gonna get, because if you grasp this, now we're gonna jump to when the guy has like, for example, or he or she has like lunch time. If they have lunch time, they have to swipe out, swipe in, so it's gonna get a little bit tricky. This guy here, he or she came in at 6 o'clock, left at 11:30. I think this is Friday. They might go for Friday prayers. Takes them like almost
1 hour.
it's just like my time here at lunch. So 11:30, came back until 1 o'clock, 11:30. So can someone tell me how many hours this person worked? You know, if someone get this for me, it's a little bit very complicated, but
So would it be equals to?
whoever get this, I give him happy face.
Would it be
Actually, I split my banana with them. Huh? It's tricky. It's tricky, but yeah.
Is
We do it in
it-
a math way. It's
No, we're gonna do it. I wanna do it in one formula.
yeah, in the math way.
Math way, yeah.
Yeah.
One formula.
It's B7.
Who wanna take the lead? You wanna take the lead?
Can go ahead.
Okay, you wanna go ahead? Okay, let's do it.
It's B7.
Should I open parentheses? Okay.
B7.
B7.
minus B6.
Okay. Minus V6.
Close the parentheses.
Okay.
Plus
Plus.
the B9
Open parentheses.
minus
Uh-huh.
B8 and I think we have to do something, everything inside and times 24.
Okay, good. Let's see that. Okay, excellent. This
That's
guy
the
worked
math
my,
way.
yeah. Well, this is actually, well, I'm gonna, you see how we used a lot of parentheses here? Last time we used, remember when we used the sum range? Sum. So if we could use that so that you guys don't confuse about all those parentheses there. See how you say here, it says numbers or range here? What we could do, we could take this minus this, and see how it has comma? Then you do comma, this minus this. Remember, this is really, a lot of people don't know how to use those sum when you have, so that way you don't have to do some brain damage about where is the comma should go, where should go. Do it this way here. Always follow those guys. You see how now it's bolded, the number 2? It means this is where we are. So it tells you put the function that you want to put here, and then put comma, and then put the number 2. So then those are all function that we need, and then we can close parentheses, and then we do times 24. Equal. All right, so now I'm gonna do this guy here, 9.
Yeah.
Okay, so now let's say, for example, wage. This guy get paid, let's do $20, for example, wage. So how much would he get as wage?
Times 20.
So it's gonna be 9 times 20. So $180 a day. If this guy is work, yeah, 9 hours for $20. Yep. Okay. I think here this guy just want to tell you, for example, that 6 hours is 25% of the day, which is the day has 24 hours. So 12 is half, and 6 hours is 25%. So 6 p.m. is 75%. So this is just. So now we're gonna go to the percentage. Oh my God, percentage confuse a lot of people. Percentage, that's where you get a lot of. Once you start working with the interest rate and all that stuff, you get like crazy questions about the percentage, especially for taxes. So you have the most common question that you have in the tax percentage. For example, when you say 5%, so people type 5, and then they come here and they enter percent, and then they say, oh 500%. Oh my God, this is wrong. All right, so here it is. So once we talk about 5%, what do we mean by 5%? The real number for 5%?
0.05.
0.05. So if we talk about, so if we do, for example, 0.05, and then we do 5% right here, then it's 5%. If you want to type 5%, you put 5, and then you include the percentage right here. Then you get 5%. If you do 5, and then you come here and you do 5%, then that's wrong. So that's this is a golden rule here. 5% is 0.05, because if you come here, for example, and you do the comma here, you see it's 0.05. So that's the most important thing in the percentage.
So let's say you don't know that 5% is 0.05.
Yes,
Do you just put 5%?
5 divided by
100.
No, but I mean, doesn't.
If you don't know it, that's why I said write it this way.
You can just
Type
write-
5.
So like 25%, instead of writing 0.24, you would put 24%. You just
Yeah.
write it.
Yes, or if you want to do 25%, and you do 25, and then you enter percentage right there.
Okay.
Okay, and if you want to know what 25% means, you just click on it and come to this comma, and that would give you the percentage right here. So that you don't put the number 25 and
Yeah.
then say I'm gonna go here and include the percentage, because that would put all your numbers,
Okay.
make all your numbers wrong. So Okay, I was trying to remember here. Your date, time, tax, sales. Okay. So here, if you go to percentage 2, it gives you all the way how you write the percentage here. So type 3 in a cell, then add the 3%. This is the wrong way. So you type 3 and then you put the percentage. So here you mean 300%. You didn't mean to. Oh,
No, this
actually
is-
say
yeah,
0.03. Okay, 0.03. Okay, so here, see how here I see like 0%? Why do I have 0% here?
Because you did 0.5, the percentage was right there.
Around it. So I just need to put 2 zeros here. That's it. And then here, we have 6 situations where how you can type it. So here, type 3 in a cell, then add the. So this is what we talked about. So 3, and then add the percentage right there. So this is 3%. Add the percentage format, then type 3. Oh, okay. So the other way you can do it is you select and you format the cell with the percentage. So you select this here, and then you add 3, and then it would add it for you. So add format, then type 0.03, add the percentage. So here, this is what we talked about earlier too. So add percentage, and let's do 0.03, and you would do it the same way. Well, add the percent format, then
0.03.
then type 0.03.
No, just 0.3.
Actually,
I
this
did 0.3.
Point 0.3.
point, it says 0.03 here. It should know it. Oh, here, 0.03. If you put 3 or 0.03, Excel is smart enough to know.
0.3 gives you 3%.
Yeah, 0.3, but put 0.03. It would also give you, because 0.3 is 3%.
Yeah.
What if you actually wanted 0.03?
0.03,
Yeah.
then, well, you just come here and you put 0.03.
And percent.
But if you want to add the percent here, you just remember, you just put the percent. That's it.
And if you go and put the percent first,
And tag them.
Oh, if you want to put the percent here, and then you put 0.03, yeah, okay. That would know it here too. I just round in here.
how did it know here that you meant 0.03? And
Where, here?
Yeah.
Well,
There's a glare, I can't see.
okay. Okay, hold on. Can you see now?
Yeah, yeah.
So what was your question again?
How did it know that when you first type? So first type in the
First
the cell,
yeah.
and then put the percentage.
Oh, percentage format?
Yeah,
Yeah, this one. Okay.
and then put 0.03.
0.03.
So
3%. And here I didn't put 0.03. If I put 0.03, then it would know it's. I just put 0.03. This is another way. This is the way here. Whatever you have it here, those are the rules for you to get the same. Okay, so add the percentage format as you type. Percentage format as you type. So I'm gonna put 3. Yeah, and the percentage format. Okay. Byte type 2. Type 0.025, and add the percent from ribbon. So we're gonna put it as here, and then bring the percentage from here. It gives you 3%, although it's 3%,
I don't know how to get it.
but it's not 3%. Okay, why? You go here, it's 2.5. Okay, it's just a rounding.